What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our first regionals legal deck profile for the Digimon TCG of the BT14 format. We finished up with the Ultimate Cup formats and we're starting with something new. We're going to wait a little while to rehash the Ultimate Cup decks as their BT14 regional format decks. But I wanted to start with something nice, something cool, something I wasn't able to do in Ultimate Cup, which is blue, which is UlforceVeedramon. With some new BT14 support. I think that it just adds a lot of consistency and cool things to the deck, and I really was excited to try out this format. So let's get into it. Let's see what we did, and we'll talk about some of the changes we made from our original Ulforce deck that we used to play into a while back. I played it in June Ultimate Cups and didn't do as well, and I've been playing it, testing it in RB1 format because a friend really likes the deck and I really like the deck. But anyways, hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Without further ado, let's get into it. We start out with the 4 Bukamon from BT14 that gives you jamming when while your opponent has no Digimon with more Digivolution cards than this Digimon. So if they have no monsters on the field as well, that counts too. So jamming, really good, keeps your all forces alive. Don't have to worry about DP and stuff like that when you go into the security stack. So let's put it for their babies into our level 3s. Of course, we play 4 of the Searcher Vmon from BT11. Reveal top 3, add a card with Veedramon in its name, and 1 blue Tamer card among your hand. Just a note, I'm not playing any less Veedramon targets than I was with the addition of new cards, so that hasn't really changed. So that he's still only as consistent as how many Veedramon names you have for that one, but usually really good on the Tamers, which is kind of what you want him more for. And then when we play a blue Tamer, gain 1 memory and heritable. We are playing 2 of the new Gomamon BT14 Gomamon, which is start your main phase. You can trash 1 Digivolution card on your opponent's Digimon. This Digimon can't be blocked for the turn. And then in heritable, opponent's turn, when your Digimon would be deleted, you may play 1 Gomamon from its Digivolution cards without paying the cost. So it helps you get another level 3 on board to potentially finish up for game or continue on after your big monster's been deleted, plus the start of main phase ability to strip sources is just really good, and it's anyone. So most of these trashing abilities are anyone, so you get to choose. So you can pick their best one basically. Now we play 2 of the Vmon that lets you warp Digivolve for a cost of 4 into Ulforce if your opponent has level 6 or higher. I was playing more of him, but I've honestly always thought he's good at 2. Just as much as he's good at 4, especially when you see him all the time. He's not the one you want to see. You want to see him late game. You don't want to see him start a game. So I think 2's perfect number, and basically I cut 2 for the Gomamons. And then when attacking in heritable, if you have 7 or fewer cards, draw 1. 2 of the Vmon from EX1 that is just inheritable when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during the main phase. Gain 1, happens all the time, so really good. And then lastly, 1 Gabumon. I still like the EX1 Gabumon because when attacking inheritable, reveal top 3, add a Tamer and a Gabumon, which isn't going to happen. Tamer and a Gabumon in its name, but you'll always get you'll get the Tamer a lot, so that's good. So it's nice as just kind of a big back stack card because you want to play this guy. You want to move this guy out potentially, but you don't want to play any of these. So you kind of have a good cross section, and that's 11 rookies, which does seem a little bit light, but it works in the deck. Deck makes it work. For champions, we play 2 Lanamon. It's your hybrid for game. It also, you can Digivolve it on your level 3 and place a level 3 underneath, giving you more inheritables to gain jamming for the turn. Play 4 Veedramon. He's your main Veedramon. He's your only Veedramon, level 4, because he's the only good one right now. And he's once per turn when you play a blue Tamer, draw 1, and inheritable when you play a blue Tamer, gain 1 memory. Play only 2 Leomon now. We've cut Leomon down to 2. He's got opponent's turn blocker if you have a Tamer, and then on deletion, gain 2 memory, draw 1, so you can disrupt turns and draws you your cards, which is what you want. We dropped 2 of him. He was at 4. We dropped him for 2 Kakumons, the new Kakumon from BT14, because he's got, when Digivolving, trash any 2 Digivolution cards for your opponent's Digimon. When attacking once per turn until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with fewer Digivolution cards than this Digimon can attack, and then he's got that same inheritable when attacking. So it's really good. So stuns, which is really nice. And that's it. That's 10 champions. I do like these stun abilities. They're really good. For level 5s, we play Rearview. He's your main Rearview. Only Rearview. I don't play any of the... before I wasn't playing... I used to play like one of the other guy, but some people don't even play that. So he's main once per turn. Reveal by suspending this Digimon, reveal top 3 cards of your deck and add all blue Tamers among them to your hand. Place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. You want to use him because you want Tamers in your hand for your Ulforce plays, and you want your Ulforce suspended when he comes into play. And then when attacking, inheritable, activate one of your arena on play effects, which is really good. So we do play one more. We do play one more level 5. We're playing 2 of the new Zudomon, and yes, that is the English alt Zudomon Ace. Really great card. When Digivolving on play, trash any 2 Digivolution cards from your opponent's Digimon. Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the hand. So that's really good, especially with your other source stripping cards. You can easily bounce something. The cool thing too is he's a play cost 4, so you can play him for 4, pass turn, bounce your opponent's thing, so they got to restart, and then as long as they can't kill him, because that's the thing, if they kill him, you lose 3 memory. As long as they can't kill him, you can go into your Ulforce next turn, so that's kind of cool. So he's a really good, cheap option, and just really great ability, and I think 2 of them is a good number, because he can basically win you games. So yeah. So just the 6. And then into our boss monster, level 6. UlforceVeedramon. Here he is. The main boss monster. When Digivolving, you may play a blue Tamer from your hand without paying the cost. And then when you play a blue Tamer, unsuspend this Digimon. That's not once per turn, so you can do it as many times as you want. And then once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, return one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to the owner's hand. For every blue Tamer you have in play, add 1 to the max level. So you can bounce level 6 as early on as 3 Tamers. Ooh. And he's just super strong. And then we play 1 of the X-Antibody version because it helps you go for game. Generally, you're unsuspending with this guy a bunch of times, and then you could potentially go for game with this guy because he can unsuspend himself. And you gain so much memory from your inheritables and your Tamers that you can easily gain back enough memory because you only need 1 memory to go into him. And then all turns, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, if you have a blue Tamer in play or this Digimon has UlforceVeedramon in his Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the owner's hand. And they're only 12,000 DP, and there's not a lot of boosts in this deck, so the jamming is super important. I do miss the I do like Wanyamon because it gets you draws, but I feel like you have enough searching and drawing in this deck that you should be okay, especially since you only get the Wanyamon once per turn, where you get the jamming every attack. So that kind of is the trade-off in my mind. And you just got to keep your draw consistency up with other cards. So that's it for our level 6s. Play 1 Death X-Mon, because Death X-Mon is Death X-Mon. It's Brauk, and because everyone's putting so many cards on the field in the form of Tamers and other things nowadays, you can make them cheap, easy. On to the most important part of this deck, the Tamers. We play 4 Rina Shinomiya. On play, one of your Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn. One of your Digimon with Vmon or Veedramon gain blocker evade. So it's only your Vmon or Veedramon names, but hopefully you don't play this before you get a Veedramon on the board, because that's generally bad, especially when you want to play it off free for an Ulforce. When one of your Digimon with Veedramon and its name becomes suspended, by spending this Tamer, you activate one of that Digimon's when Digivolving effects. So you activate your Ulforces to play another Tamer, and you basically play Arena, keep playing Arenas. Also, once per turn, when this Digimon, when one of your blue Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain 1 memory. So you gain memory off this too. You suspend it to unsuspend, basically to activate your Veedramon's UlforceVeedramon's ability to play another Tamer and unsuspend. So it kind of combos really well. And then your Arrow Veedramon Inheritable when attacking will get you the blocker evade even though it's an on play. So that's really good. You want to see it, and you need to see it. Play 2 Davis, your Memory Tamer, and it searches top 3 and adds you a blue card and a green card, but we're not playing green cards. But anyways, so I was playing 3 of this. Now that we have the trainings, I only play 2 because this puts your arenas on the bottom of the deck, which is bad. So you honestly don't want to see this. You just want 1. You just want 1 on the field for a Memory Tamer. That's it. So 2 I think is a good enough number. I've also cut my Jerry's down to 2 from, I think it was 3? 3, because I had 4 Leomons. Cut Jerry's down to 2. It's still a really good card because when your opponent attacks, you get to draw 1, and on play, you get to play a Leomon, which helps you stall against your opponent and block. So it's really good. So I feel like 2 and 2 is a decent matchup number right now. We play 1 Taikamiya V-Tamer, which main, if you have a Digimon Veedramon in its name, by suspending this Tamer, activate one of the effects below, which is draw 1 or gain 1,000. Sometimes the 1,000 could come up to get over an opponent's Digimon if you can't bounce it. Other than that, I think, the draw 1 is just there. It's there to get you draw consistency, and it's a nice 2-cost Tamer card. Sometimes you get enough memory, but you don't have enough Tamers to get through you don't have enough arenas to continue your Ulforce play. You can then play tie and unsuspend, so that's really good. I would probably play at least the second one of this, but I just don't have the room, and I think other things are better. But it is a good low-cost card. Play 1 Sora Joe because it strips sources when you're attacking, strips 2 sources, but it's always the bottom. Unlike all the new stuff, which is any sources, it's just the bottom 2 sources. And then a start of your turn, if your opponent has Digimon with no Digivolution cards, gain 2 memory, which is pretty easy in this deck, honestly. You're getting that off a lot, so that's good. And then we're trying 2 of the new Joe Keto from BT14, which is on play trash any 1 Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. And then when a Digivolution card of your opponent's Digimon is trashed, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. So with all your abilities to trash, with the Sora Joe, with your Gomamons, Ikakumons, and Zudamons, you can gain memory off that, which is really good. Plus, he's only 2 to play, because when you play, you use his ability as long as your opponent has a Digimon. So he's only at 2, really a 2-cost drop if you have to play a Tamer, which is good because it's nice and cheap, right? So that's good. And you can play him for free, of course, with Ulforce, so that's good. So that's it for our Tamers. We've got 12 Tamers, a lot of Tamer names, but most important is our Renas. She is MVP. Lastly, our options. We play 2 Sorai. Sorai is really good. It strips bottom 4 Digivolution sources. And until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack. You can get over this because it only stuns. It doesn't stun if they Digivolve, so they can't get over that. But it's a good card to hit off security. Sometimes good card to play to stall, so that's nice. So the 2 Sorai, I want to keep 2 Sorai in there, and then 3 mental training. Which is really good because it reduces your Digivolution costs by 2. Makes your Ulforce is 2, which is nuts because he's always been 4. And then you main your top 2 cards of your deck and add 1 blue card. So, I mean, you can... I was playing Memory Boost, but Memory Boosts are bad because they put your arenas on the bottom. Again, that is bad. You do not want to put your arenas on the bottom of the deck. So this actually will get you your Tamers, which is really good. So I really do like that. I don't think Memory Boost is good in any Tamer-heavy decks. Sometimes you have to play it at like 1 or 2, but now that you got the training boost, you don't. So I do think that 3 mental training is key. I would potentially play a 4th, but my space in this deck is super tight. I don't even have room for Ice Wall. So that is the deck, guys. Tell me what you guys think. I really love this deck. Ulforce is such a cool blue. It's not Melga, and I don't like Melga. I'm probably gonna play Melga next format, but I don't like Melga, and I do really love this deck, and just the ability to bounce and play Tamers for free is just such a cool mechanic, and especially with the source stripping stuff, I think it's gonna be really fun. So tell me what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you think it's gonna be good in regionals? Do you think it's not gonna compete? Let me know what your thoughts are. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.